video of the targeted television program. See that number? Yeah, so I was on the bus and the New York Predator Department, along with the New York Fecal Department fire truck, making noise as usual. Like I said, the more they do this, the more I'm going to keep recording, and the more pushback they're going to get. Like I said, yeah. And as I was saying, I think I forgot what I was talking about. Like I said, with the kids' mothers, I mean, she's ridiculous. Like, really, you're bragging about $800 dinners, and you expect your kids to eat out of canned food. Now, I bought them. Yesterday we had Wendy's for dinner, and I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like no meal prep, no even text to say, hey, I didn't cook, so can you just none of that stuff, right? And I keep having to tell them, we are not in a relationship. We don't live together, right? I'm not your servant. I'm not your slave. Get that shit out your head. Yeah, I told her, I said, listen, get that shit out your head, man. I am not your servant. I'm not your slave. Okay? I don't know what they lying to you about, but you ain't gonna try to, again, in the persuasion program, they try to make you subservient, right? And like I said, as black men, if we don't realize what's going on here, and I think some of us do, but there's just not enough of us, right? And the churches are a big part of it too, because the church have to be held accountable for what they have done, destroying the black family, separating black men and black women, because again, the women are their cash cows, right? And so they tell these women all these lies, right? To where they don't respect the men in the house, they don't respect their husband, their man, what have you, right? They see their pastors as more important than their husbands, than the men that they're involved with. And this is why men have walked away. It's the conditioning of black women mindset, and try to bring it to their attention. They don't want to hear it. Like I said, I would never blame them for the psychological state that they're in, because I know it's perpetrated upon them. It's like it's perpetrated upon us black men. All right? But come on now, it's like when are you going to wake up? And when are we going to wake up as a people and realize what's going on? And how these people would use children to engage in not just destructive behavior, but also inappropriate behaviors, right? And this is what we have to deal with and understand what's going on. Okay? And a lot of it is, again, it's silent sound. Their minds are being manipulated. Right? Yeah, so I was speaking to a friend of mine again, and her daughters, they both have anxiety. And I said, yeah, I mean, again, when COVID hit, a lot of us, okay, not me, but I'm just saying us, whether you're black, white, what have you, us became so ignorant that we didn't even look into what this virus is do, right? What it has done, what it will do to the brains of adults, our biological organs, right? But we are partying, what have you. I ain't wearing no mask while they're spreading propaganda about if you're black, then you're not going to get sick from COVID and all this stuff. All lies, right? So a lot of black people died from COVID. Okay, those that had health issues, overweight. Look at the studies. The study shows that the majority of black people who die from COVID are people who were, first of all, overweight and had illnesses like, diabetes. The common disease that black people would die from normally. They were dying of this because of COVID, right? Again, all the propaganda. People have to understand that COVID was a planned pandemic. It wasn't something that was accidental happen. It was a planned pandemic. Well, we don't pay attention enough that we fail to understand exactly what's going on and what it is. The depopulation program, okay? The depopulation program, and also because black people in the West, we need vitamin D, right? We need it much more than white people, okay? Because again, our melanin, we are melanated people, and vitamin D is so important to us, more so than white people, right? Unlike, if you're living in Africa, you're living in the Caribbean, you're outside in bright sunlight all the time. Not all the time, but because it's night. But I'm saying, you spend time outside too. Even when you go to school, you spend time outside. You're in a tropical climate. You have sun. You have, So again, we don't even care. And on top of that too, how it affects children. The isolation for the past 2 years of. It takes a toll on young children. So children come out of there, with anxiety, and some more so than others, particularly when you have parents who just don't care. They want to go out, wherever, mingle, not be careful. Kids getting sick all the time. Don't care. I'm gonna go out anyway. I'm gonna do whatever I do. I'm gonna come in the house. I'm not gonna take off my clothes. I'm gonna lay in the bed. I'm gonna go on the couch or have you. I work in a hospital, and she, again, for a person that works in the hospital, she failed to realize how dangerous it is when you work in a hospital, that when you come home, particularly you have young children at the home, is that you immediately change your clothes. Immediately change your clothes, you sanitize your clothes, you wash your hands. Okay? Because again, you can bring home strep throat, right? Strep throat is something that, again, when you see people, when kids have those things, is because their parents are in the medical field, right? And they come home and they're not doing, what I'm saying? They didn't sanitize themselves and nothing like that. And I'm constantly telling her she needs to stop doing that. But she tells me all the time that I'm weird for saying that. When I come in that house, when I go in my house or her house, first thing I do, take off my clothes, sanitize my clothes, wash my hands. You know what I'm saying? I still do that, up to this day. It's like a routine for me now. Right? Same thing with my kids when they come in the house. Well, not particularly Ethan, but when I go pick up my daughter, come home, I spray her jacket, I spray my jacket. Particularly if we're on the bus. And Ethan, for the most part. But like I said, we walk around here engaging in nonsense. Right? And I guess many, again, the thing they need to be paying attention to, like the year 2030, black people will have zero wealth. They're not concerned about that shit. They're not concerned, because again, it's the psychological conditioning. So we don't think far ahead. We don't think far ahead. We can't, because we're psychologically conditioned not to. We are. Right? And like I said, my question has always been like, where are the black professionals to see what's going on and counter it with a deprogramming, program or effort to deprogram the mind from what these people are doing or have done to us. Okay, because it is perpetrated on us. Okay, so this is the thing that I talk about, right? So you can always tell a person when they see me, they start sticking their finger in their ears and kicking their feet out, looking at their feet out, like these two right here. I tell you. Like I said, hey, you're willing to kill for what you believe in. I'm willing to die for what I believe in, and I'm willing to kill for what I believe in. So the question is, are you willing to die for what you believe in? That's the question. All right? Because what you are doing when you're targeting me is that you're no longer putting fear in me. So keep going. Like I said, you know, keep going, keep pushing. And yeah, talk to you guys on the next video.